Lisa Briggs from the Briggs Company is here taking your plant and garden questions at 270-9933. What are we looking at here?
This is a coneflower called meringue, a double. I think it's one of my favorites of all the doubles.
I've never seen a double coneflower.
Yeah, they've done lots of them. Instead of having that brown cone, they have this sort of fuzzy nonsense.
So it's a fuzzy nonsense flower.
It's a fuzzy nonsense flower. That's a technical term.
All right, let's get to the phones. We will start with Laura in Madison. Hi, Laura. What's your question?
Hi. I have a calla lily that it looks great except when it blooms. The blooms are droopy and not changing to the color yellow that it was originally when I first got it.
So how long have you had it?
Since first week of June.
Okay. Calla lilies do like to dry out between watering, so make sure that you're not overwatering it. Let the pot dry out to the surface before you water it again, and then soak it well, and then let it dry through again. As far as the color is concerned, they do like a lot of sun to develop that flower color, so maybe it's not getting quite enough sun.
But let it dry out.
Let it dry out between waterings, yes.
Oops, Denise is not there. She was having trouble with Japanese beetles.
They are on the rise.
So
we'll just say really quickly that Japanese beetles, there are plants that they love, and they are beetles, so they're very difficult to eradicate. If you have plants that don't have fruit, you can use a systemic, like a tree and shrub or a flowering thing with a systemic pesticide. If you have a fruit-bearing crop, whether it's fruit for you or fruit for wildlife, you'll want to use a contact herbicide, like 7 or 8, or you can just pick them off, toss them into a bucket of soapy water, and then dump them out. So it's very satisfying.
I never thought about that. Crabapple tree, you're not eating the fruit, but birds do.
Viburnum, dogwood, all those kinds of things, yes.
All right, let's see. Shirley's not there either. We are going to Polly in Sun Prairie. Hi, Polly.
Hi.
Hi, which question?
I have an orchid plant, and the blooms are gone, of course, now, but I want to know do I cut the sticks that are on the, where the blooms were? Do I leave those on?
You can take the flowering stem back. Polly, if you go back to where the bloom started, and there'll be a little swollen part on that upright stem. If you cut it back just above that little swollen bit, a lot of times it will re-spike and you'll get some more flowers. So, so don't cut it all the way back yet. Give it a chance to develop some new flower spikes, and then if it doesn't and starts to turn brown, then cut it back all the way to the base of the plant.
I have one plant and leaves started, another plant grew out of that.
Oh.
For what it's worth.
Thanks for sharing.
Larry in Madison. Hi, Larry. What's your question?
Yeah, our garden is just full of toads this year. I don't know why, but I don't know if we should keep them or if we should spray them or something, or what exactly should we do with toads?
Well, toads are not hurting your plants, and they are huge insect eaters. So honestly, I would leave them alone.
It's a benefit.
It's a huge benefit. If you'd like, you can take like a clay pot that's broken, or maybe, or dig it into the ground to make like a little hut for them, and they'll hang out in there.
Well, it's...
Yeah, but they'll eat all kinds of bugs. They're great.
It's a good addition. All right. Betty in Madison. Hi, Betty.
Hello. I was just wondering what was going on with my hostas. I mean, they're huge and they're old, and you know how hardy hostas are. But they're getting like rusty, like rust. It's even red-colored on some of the leaves. And I didn't think anything bothered hostas. So what should I do about it? Is that something really bad? I mean, they're just huge. I mean, they're old. I mean, they're like 10 years old.
Well, a couple things do bother hosta. They might be getting some slug damage, in which case you could use Sluggo or Sluggo Plus. Sometimes when hostas get overgrown, they start to not look so great. So after they're done flowering, Betty, what you'll want to do is dig them out of the ground and take a sharp shovel, cut them in quarters, and split them up. They'll be much happier for that.
All right, we're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Lisa will talk to you off the air. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you next time.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.